PDRN has become one of the most talked about ingredients in skincare today, so I wanted to have a science-first conversation around it. In this podcast, Dr.Liia Ramachandra and I discuss what we know about topical PDRN, what questions still need to be answered, and we also take a closer look at the very popular Rejuran's PDRN Turnover Ampoule and how it differs from their Dual Effect PDRN Ampoule. It's an honest discussion about the ingredient, the formulation, and how to make informed skincare choices.
We've heard often PDRN molecule is very big in size and it does not penetrate the deeper layers of the skin. Because it doesn't penetrate deeper, it's not gonna work.
That's very true. So PDRN, the real PDRN molecule is very large, and this is why we see the most success in the literature and everywhere else is when you inject it, when it's really injectable, because it needs to pass that dead layer, your stratum corneum, your basically upper layer. And when the molecule is large, it will just sit on top. It can never pass because basically the passive diffusion is not possible. So unless you push it through with some kind of mechanism, or you inject, or you disturb your barrier so it is broken, and then you push it through. Well, what you see was like vampire facials, right? They do like whatever treatment and then they infuse PDRN.
Now that we know, and we have seen a lot of brands coming up with these delivery systems that help ingredients to penetrate into the deeper layers of the skin, as they say, and specifically coming to Rejuran PDRN, that's quite popular and trending. I haven't tried it, but I would love to. But before that, I would love to hear your take on the dot technology that it improves their delivery system. So do you see anything in their formulation that would support that whole claim of putting it deeper into the skin layer?
So their dot technology, because it's patented, they don't say anything what that technology is at all. So you can't find it anywhere. I looked everywhere. They just say that, yes, mechanistically, it brings the molecule deeper inside the skin so it can do its work. And I looked at this specific formulation, and usually it will have like a vehicle, like another ingredient that will take the PDRN molecule and transport it inside the skin. And usually it should be like ingredients like urea that helps penetration, or hydrogenated lecithin, or oleic acid. So I haven't seen any of this in this formulation. It has, I'm looking at the ingredients, it has polysorbate 20, it's surfactant, but it won't really help really bring it in. And it has butylene glycol, which can slightly bring it in, but not fully. Their other product that they have, the Dual Effect Ampoule, when you look at those ingredients, they have all of those, they have urea, they have oleic acid, they have squalane, they have lecithin. So they have all these ingredients that help bring it further in. What I did see on their ingredient list, that they don't use the PDRN molecule as the full PDRN molecule. They say CPDRN like it's patented, but it's not. On their ingredient list, it says hydrolyzed DNA. And when I looked further on the data they have in Korea, it's actually PDRN molecule that was just chopped into smaller molecules. That's why they call it hydrolyzed DNA. So it's not the real PDRN molecule, what I see from their ingredient list and the literature, but it is chopped up PDRN molecule that they call hydrolyzed DNA, which it is DNA still from salmon, but it is basically chopped up. What we don't know whether it acts in the same way as the real intact PDRN.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to. Is it still as effective as a regular PDRN molecule then?
We don't know because there's no data. I looked also on their data, what they show in clinical trials. They have only one trial with 22 subjects, but there's no control subject. So there's no somebody with clean skin and how that will look. And there's one trial with just one patient or one person. So there's no data that shows like in vivo, like, oh, this hydrolyzed DNA, that's how it penetrates the cell. There's no data that shows that. I haven't seen that. Of course, we see that people buy it and they think it works, but also looking at their ingredients, they have really good ingredients in this product. So we don't know whether it works because of hydrolyzed DNA or because of the great ingredients that they have in general in this product. So, I'm not saying that it doesn't work. Maybe it works even better than PDRN. I don't know, the whole chopped up small molecule, but there's no data that shows that, at least not on their website and not what I could find in open domain. But when you look at their ingredients, they do have they have niacinamide, they have glycerin, they have aloe vera, they have all this different extracts, fruit extracts. And when you look, and they have also arbutin, which is a brightening ingredient. Like we use it everywhere in all the acne prone skin. So it's a great ingredient for glow and brightening of your skin. So when you look at the ingredients, they look amazing. So either that works together with the hydrolyzed DNA or just on itself, and that's why the product works.
Even I tried to look at, what is it exactly, and I couldn't find any information related to it. Do you think it could be encapsulation?
I think it's encapsulation, but I don't see where they will encapsulate it in. But maybe because polysorbate and butylene glycol is something that helps move it towards the lower level of the skin. But also because the PDRN molecule is chopped up, the size may be already small enough to penetrate the skin. We just don't know how far and whether it works and how it really will work.
There is a certain size dimension reference to the molecule size, right? In terms of Dalton. I remember it was some 600 Dalton for it to penetrate, or less than that to penetrate into the pore size.
That's right, yeah. It's about 500, less than 500, and PDRN is about 1500. But if they chopped it up, say even in 3 or 4 pieces, then it will penetrate the skin.
As you say, that there are a lot of good ingredients in this formulation, and the results that we often see on the internet, on their website, and because it's one of the popular PDRN products, how much of these results are coming from PDRN and how much of this one could achieve from the other great ingredients this formulation has?
What I see at the ingredient list, looking at the ingredients, you probably can achieve the same with just those ingredients. I'm not saying that hydrolyzed DNA doesn't work. Maybe it works in conjunction. But when you look at niacinamide, which we know is a great ingredient, and it's not like we talked about that the order of ingredients means, how much the concentration is in there. Niacinamide is it's like in the middle. So they have quite a lot of niacinamide, probably in the concentration to work, to brighten, to have that anti-inflammatory properties that they show, reduction of redness. They have arbutin, they have hyaluronic acid, they have aloe vera, which we know is also like healing and anti-inflammatory. And then they have blueberry, blackberry, calendula extract, which is also all really soothing and brightening. So when I look at the ingredients, it's actually a really, really, really good ingredient list. It's not too large. I don't see any fillers, I really see that ingredient list on its own is already great. So maybe with that hydrolyzed DNA, it becomes even better. Or maybe it just would stay the same. We don't know that. And we don't know what that hydrolyzed DNA does. It probably does something, because obviously it does penetrate. I haven't seen any in vivo, like the cell results, where it does show the collagen production, the stimulation of fibroblasts, the collagen production. So we don't know if that's happening or not, but I would, if I looked at this product without hydrolyzed DNA, I would buy it because these are good ingredients, and these are very clean ingredients also. So I see hydrolyzed DNA in both of them, but in the turnover ampoule, there is no emollient, there is no ingredient that will transfer that deeper into the skin. In the dual effect ampoule, they have ceramide, lecithin, squalane, urea, oleic acid. So all of those ingredients that basically enhance the penetration. So if I would choose, I would buy the Dual Effect Ampoule because it also has great ingredients. Plus, it has all these penetration enhancers that the Turnover Ampoule doesn't have.
Now, if this conversation interests you and you are still kind of exploring PDRN products, I recently tested some PDRN products which are linked up in the cards and in the description below in case you want to check that out. And do share your thoughts if you would like me to try Rejuran's, any of the products or both of them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay tuned, stay beautiful.